What is going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with a ZING deck profile for the post-invasion of vengeance format. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and since the addition of DENGLONG and 9 pillars of the ZINGs, this deck is absolutely explosive. DENGLONG is the level 5 synchro monster that all ZING players that we all needed to make this deck, I would say, complete, especially with of course 9 pillars of ZING. We ZING players have our own Solemn Judgment in the deck, which is absolutely phenomenal. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. The deck profile is going to be very, very standard. Nothing in the list has changed too much. Mostly just, adding in 9 pillars and also adding in DENGLONG. But what I'm going to focus on in this video is mainly the combos I'm going to showcase you guys after I do the deck profile. If you guys give this video 500 plus likes, that would be absolutely amazing. So you guys want to see more videos that has to do with METALFOES Zings or things like that. This is my METALFOES Zing version. I'm currently testing a peer version of Zings right now with Oracle of, the field spell and things like that. So, this version is the version I'm actually having fun with the most. I like this deck. The only problem with this deck has is that ABC is such a bad matchup if you go first and you don't open up the nut. You know what I mean? Like, and if they ABCs go first and you already and they already have established a Buster on the field, that is so hard for you to come over, because all they literally have to do is just banish your Jiao2 and then your turn is just over. So you know what? This deck, and I'm telling you guys right now, it's a very fun deck. It could be competitive, but you always have to win the die roll. Like, you always have to go first. Like, this deck, it's all or nothing deck. It's, whatever, like, go for it or you die. Like, this is how the deck works. And I was talking to Ray, Zing Ray. He's a Zing enthusiast. I've been playing Zing for quite some time, and I've been talking to Ray about this deck list. So a huge shout out goes to Ray for helping me with this Zing deck list. But anyways, let's start up with the deck profile. It's an all or nothing deck, to be honest, guys. And of course, throughout the deck profile, I'll explain everything. And throughout the format, I'll also get Ray to profile his Zing deck profile. So anyways, so three Jiao2, triple Chuan. Like, you want to play triples of everything because you want to open up at least one METAFOE. So you want to open up one METAFOE and any Zing monsters. So that way, and any 2 Zing cards in your hand, then you have the combo. So it's essentially opening up 2 cards and having 2 extra Zing cards in hand to open up this combo. So you want to see these cards in your hand as much as possible. So triple Chuan, triple Swanee. Swanee is when it synchros, the synchro monster gains 500 attack, which is really, really powerful. It helps the monster get over big beaters, which is pretty cool. So Swanee, really self-explanatory. Triple Beyond. This card is really good because when you synchro, your monster cannot be destroyed by battle, which is pretty awesome. Triple Beyond, and next you want to pull Triple Bixie. This card is your trap immune. So when you bring out cards like Baxia with Bixie and things like that, your opponent's traps will not affect your synchro monster if you use Bixie as a material, which is pretty awesome. So 1 Bixie, and last but not least, you want to play, of course, 1 Pull Out for the name, and that's pretty much it for the standard Zing monsters. It's very, very standard for my last list. So that's pretty much it. Let's go off to our other. This is the other engine that it's really important to play. So you want to play, of course, 1 Zafraxi. I actually tested this card out at 2, but I figured out that 1 is all you need for Zafraxi. You don't need more copies of this card unless you are paying Pot of Desires. In this version, I tend to make this version as budget as possible. I was going to add in Pot of Desires, but, I don't think it's necessary. I was going to make this deck a 42 card deck by just adding in 2 Desires, because Desires can actually increase the ceiling of the deck by just helping you draw into the 2 cards that you actually needed. And you're playing triples of everything in the deck anyway, so if you guys want to play Desires, you can definitely go ahead and add in Desires. Like Desires is just too good not to play. But for the purpose of budget players and for the people who are just looking to have fun with this deck, I'm making make this deck as budget as possible. So 1 Zafraxi. It's all you need. And of course, triple Zafranu. This card is your main card of the deck because this is the one card that you always want to pendulum summon. And when he's a pendulum summon, basically you get to search a 9 pillars of the Zing from the deck, which is your Solemn Judgment. So this is really, really good. So if you open up literally Jiao2 and a METAFOE, you get like two 9 pillars from the deck, which is pretty awesome. So that's pretty much it for your main Zing monsters. Off to the METAFOEs, 1 Wolflame, of course, 1 Gold Driver, triple Steelin, and triple Silver. You play the triple 2s and 3s because they're easy to make synchros with, rather than the 4s and of course the 7. So that's pretty much it for your METALFOEs. You want to play 8 METALFOEs. I felt like 8 is actually the perfect number. I sometimes might even want to cut it down to 6, but I felt like you need to see the METAFOE. Like, you need to see 1 METAFOE in hand and a Zing for you to go off. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the METALFOE engine. Very, very standard. Off. Then let's go off to the spells. 1 Soul Charge, 1 METALFOES Fusion, because you need to set it off, you know, by popping your face-up cards and set the METALFOES Fusion. If you can activate it and make or Hulk, would be really, really good. Or you can ditch this off, this card off Twin Twister and just recycle back to the deck and just draw 1 card, which is pretty awesome. So 1 METALFOES Fusion, just a really good card overall, just to make you draw the extra 1 card when it's in the grave, which is pretty cool. Triple Yang Path. You want to play triple copy of this card is because, 1, it's not really that dead. If you go first and you have this card in hand, this card is still, it has Yang Zing in its name, so that means that you can trigger it off with Jiao2. You can send this card to the graveyard with Jiao2, which is pretty awesome. And you know what? Recycling your Yang Zing monster from a graveyard back into the deck is really good, so that way that you can extend your combo plays with Baxia and things like that. To draw 2 extra cards is not even that bad at all. So triple Yang Zing Path is definitely needed in my personal opinion. A lot of people play this card at 2, but I recommend playing this card at 3 because you can always ditch it with with Jiao2. So triple Yang Zing Path. Next, last but not least, I play double Twin Twister. I am really iffy on playing Twin Twister in the main. My logic is that this deck, if you are going first, Twin Twister does nothing for you. It does nothing. You want to see another card rather than Twin Twister. You want to see a METALFOES. You want to see that extra Yang Zing pitch card to go to the graveyard. So if you open this card going first turn while you don't have the while you don't have the combo, it sucks. Like, this card sucks. Like, what you can basically do is just if you don't have the combo, what you can do is if you happen to have only Jiao2, you can still do the standard combo plays if you have any other 2 Yang Zing monsters in hand. But if you don't have the combo, you can just literally just set this, and it's essentially a dead card during the first turn. So I don't know, I'm really iffy on playing Twin Twister. Let me know what you guys think about Twin Twister in the main. But my logic is that if you are going second, it's really hard against you know, to play against back row. All you have to do is just strike that Jiao2, you neg 2 from your hand, and then you basically lose. You're not winning that game if they strike your Jiao2 and you know you're facing into like 5 back row. But anyway, guys, my logic behind this deck is like, this deck is all or nothing. Like, you know, you want to go for it, man. Like, you can't stop. Like, if you don't, oh man, this is how the deck works. It's like an all or nothing deck. Like, me and Ray we're discussing this deck, and it's literally like an all or nothing. Like, you go off. Like, you guys can understand the pain, you know, like when you're opponent max C and you unfortunately have to stop. But it sucks the most. But anyways, Twin Twister is really good. Helps get rid of the back rows, you know, strikes and things like that. But the only downside with this card is actually just going second. Going first and opening up this card, but sucks so bad. So yeah, so double Twin Twister, and that's pretty much it for spells. Okay, let's go out to our traps. Double METALFOES combination to set it, of course. So you want to with 8 METALFOES, you want to, of course, have these 3 cards right here. You don't want to draw these cards like METALFOES combination and of course the METALFOES Fusion. You never want to draw it. You always want to set it. So hopefully you don't draw it. Hopefully you have, you know, a METALFOES, a Yang Zing, and 2 other cards, 2 other Yang Zing monsters or cards in your hand, and another like trap card or something aside from fusion or the combination. So yeah. And last but not least, we're going to play the best card in the deck, 9 Pillars of the Yang Zings. When a spell trap card or monster effect is activated and you control a Yang Zing card, negate the activation. If you do, shuffle the target into the deck, then destroy 1 other Yang Zing card you control. So this card is actually pretty awesome. So you basically, it's like a Solemn Judgment for Yang Zings, which is really good. If you guys are playing creation or things like that, you can essentially just destroy your own creation, which is actually pretty awesome. But in this build, it's it's an all or nothing deck. It's a fast-paced build. You don't play creation. Creation is just too slow in this build, in my personal opinion. So yeah, guys. So this list is just very standard for my last METALFOES deck list. But with the new addition to, of course, DENGLONG off, the best card in the deck. DENGLONG. Oh, Baxia is the best card in the deck. You guys don't know what DENGLONG does. Basically, it requires 1 tuner and 1 or more non-tuner monsters. If this card was special summon, you can add 1 Yang Zing card from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, you can send 1 Worm type monster from your deck to the graveyard, and this card becomes the monster strength levels. And if this face-up card leaves the field, you can special summon 1 Yang Zing monster from your deck. So this is, if you guys see my other combo video where you make the Exile Synchron, basically, you replace the Exile Synchron with DENGLONG, and then you basically get an extra negation, which is actually really powerful. So 1 DENGLONG, of course, very standard. Let's go up to the Yang Zings real quick. So of course, you want to play triple Baxia. Baxia is always standard at 3 in my personal opinion. Triple Baxia is really good. If you guys didn't get your ultis yet, oh man, this was really cheap at one point. Like I remember, like the ultis at my locals were like $3 or something, and I had this from quite some time because I've been playing Yang Zings ever since it came out. Baxia is just really good. 1 Yadzi, really powerful. 1 Chao Fang. So that's pretty much it for your Yang Zing engine. Really standard Yang Zing engine off to level 7. So you're gonna play, of course, 1 Odd-Eyes Meteor Burst. Really good against the battle phase, which is pretty awesome. Next, I'm gonna play, of course, the Ultimaya engine. So the Ultimaya Crystal Wing, Ignister, Void Ogre. You can make Void Ogre in this deck, which is pretty cool. Trishula, easy to make in this deck. Hero the Arclight. One METALFOES Aura Hulk, because you can sometimes actually make this card. And last but not least, one number 38 Hope Harbinger Titanic Galaxy to round off our extra deck. Very, very standard extra deck. And that's pretty much it for the main deck. Let's go off to the combo video. The combos that you guys have all been waiting for. Alright guys, see you guys in 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, so let's go off to our very first combo, and our first combo, this is what our ending field is gonna look like. It's pretty disgusting. So you basically have 4 negates on the field, which is gonna be absolutely insane. So without further ado, let's get started with this combo right now. What you guys will need for this combo is, of course, a METALFOE scale right here with any YangZing monster, with any 2 YangZing discard outlets. It can be a path, it can be any other YangZing monster to actually make this combo. And last but not least, the other 5th card that you have to have in your hand is you have to have a card that you're able to set, you know, until the end phase, of course. So you want to be able to get a spell or trap card that you're able to set, which is pretty awesome. So this is your what you have in your hand, 5 card in your hand, basically 2 card combo. This can be any YangZing, and this can be any 2 YangZing discard outlets. So what you want to do first, of course, activate your scale. It can be any scale as well. Normal summon, let's say you have a Pulao. Normal summon the Pulao, activate Stealin's effect to pop Pulao to set the METALFOE combination directly from the deck. Okay, so set the combination. Make sure this is your, I'm organize this, and this is your hand, and this is your graveyard. Okay, and now from this point on, what's gonna happen is that since you pop the Pulao is gonna activate the special summon the Jiaotu from the deck. Okay, now you want to activate Jiaotu's effect to ditch these 2 cards in your hand, the 2 random YangZing monsters in your hand, to special summon a Safranu from the deck and a Zafraxi from the deck. Okay, Zafraxi has effect to make a monster be a tuner, so you do not want to activate its effect right now since it's not necessary. So you have 1 card in your hand, which is, let's say, the random Twin Twister. Make sure you have it in your hand. Now you want to do at this point is synchro summon these 2 right here, the Jiaotu and the Safranu, okay, and make your first turn sexy Baxia, okay? So when you make the Baxia, this is your board. Do not activate Baxia's effect, of course, to bounce stuff back, because you don't want to bounce back your own stuff, okay? And at this point, what you want to do next is, this is your graveyard right here, and this is your board. You want to activate Baxia's effect to pop this card to special summon the Jiaotu. Okay, now what's going to happen is that since you activated, you pop combination, it was sent to the graveyard, you basically get to search your missing scale. So let's say you search the silvered. Okay, now what you do is you want to activate your silvered. Okay, and now it's really important when you activate your 2 scales, you want to synchro these 2, okay, to the grid. So this will go to the extra deck. Okay, and this will go to the graveyard to special summon your sexy DENGLONG. Okay, so DENGLONG is coming out now. So when DENGLONG comes out, you get a search for a 9 paths of the YangZings. So you search the 9 pillars of the YangZings directly from your deck to your hand. So this is your hand right now, Twin Twister and 9 pillars of the YangZings. Now what you want to do at this point is that you want a pendulum summon. So of course, pendulum summon out Zafraxi and of course your sexy Safranu. Okay, from your extra deck. So where's my Safranu? There it is. Especially the Safranu. So this is your board right now. So what you want to do is this point, you want to activate this Zafraxi's effect to actually make this card a tuner. So your back set becomes a tuner now, and this is a level 5, level 3. What you can do is you want to activate, and now what you can do is you can either synchro into the thing. What is it? Another Baxia. So I'm gonna synchro into another Baxia right here. Synchro these 2. Okay, so remember, this is a tuner. Okay, this is a 5 and this is a 3. So, and this will go to the bottom of the deck because you use this effect to make this a tuner. So this will go to the bottom of the deck and this will go to grave. Okay, so this is your grave right now. Okay, and you will make another Baxia. So you have 2 Baxias on board with a Safranu, and and by the way, Safranu will get to search as well once it was pendulum summoned. So you will get to search another 9 pillars of the YangZing. So this is your hand right now. So once this card was pendulum summoned, you get to search in 9 pillars. So do not forget that, guys. I'm skipping so many steps here. But anyways, so Baxia is summoned, and then when DENGLONG leaves the field, sends to the graveyard, you get to activate DENGLONG's effect to special summon a YangZing monster from the deck. So at this point, what you want to do is you want to special summon, what is it? A level 2 monster. Okay, so you can either special summon the Jiaotu, I'm special summon the Jiaotu for this point. So yeah, you special summon the Jiaotu. You have to special summon the Jiaotu. Okay, and now what you want to do is you can go at this point synchro summon. Okay, right here, Safranu will go to your extra deck again. Jiaotu will go to the grave. You will make a Void Ogre Dragon. Okay, where's my Void Ogre? Okay, so you make your Void Ogre Dragon in defense. Okay, so you make your Void Ogre, really awesome. And now what you want to do is, since you have these 2 scales, right? Before you want to synchro with 2 Baxias, since this is a tuner, you want to activate this Baxia's effect to pop the scale, okay? To special summon a, let's say, a Swanee from the grave. So you special summon the Swanee from the grave. Okay, so this is your full board right now. This is your board. This is your hand. You synchro summon these two, right, to the graveyard to special summon a Ultimaya Tizoken. Okay, now you want to set 1/9 pillars, activate the Ultimaya's effect, special summon the Crystal Wing on the board. So this is your board. You can either put this attack. So this is your board right now. So you have 1 negation of Crystal Wing, 1 negation of Void Ogre. So you want to set the 9 pillars right here, and you can just flip these two right here, which is absolutely insane. And this is your whole entire board right there. And with 1 scale. Okay, with 1 scale. And what you do is that, let's say for example, okay, so let's say for example, one of your discard outlets was a Chuin. Okay, so let's say, imagine this same exact combo. I'm gonna do the exact same combo, but instead I have a Chuin in the graveyard. I was able to get Chuin in the graveyard by just pitching it off Jiaotu, and I had a Chuin in my hand. Okay, so let's say the Chuin was in my grave. What you can do is that if you're right, so what you do is that if let's say your opponent activates something, you're gonna this is on your opponent's turn, by the way, and this is how you're gonna get 5 negations. Okay, so you know, with Swanee's effect, no, not in Swanee. If your opponent activates something, you want to activate 9 pillars of the Yang Zing. So you negate one thing already. Swanee, you pop the Swanee. Okay, and you remember you have Chuin in the graves. Okay, so you pop the Swanee. Swanee will activate the effect, and of course Chuin will activate the effect. So you want to special summon, of course, the Chuin, and the Swanee will activate as well to special summon the Beyond from the deck. Okay, so at this point you already negated 1, and Chuin will trigger in the grave because Swanee was destroyed, and then Swanee will get his effect since it was destroyed. Special summon a Beyond from the deck. Now what you can do is that since it's your opponent's turn, synchro summon these two. Use the Contact Fusion effect to special summon, of course, the unbeatable Herald of the Arclight. Okay, which is absolutely insane. So you can have this like combo on board, which is actually pretty insane, which is pretty awesome. Or what you can do is that you can wait till they activate something else. So let's say Swanee will activate, you know, destroys, Chuin will come out, and you can bring another thing. Instead of synchroing right away, you can bring, let's say, a Big C from the deck. Okay, so let's say you bring a Big C. Where's the Big C? Okay, you bring a Big C from the deck. What you can do is you can like also activate, use your 9 pillars to the full, you know, its full advantage. You know, pop the Big C, you know, and then Big C can bring out the Beyond from the deck. Then you can make it. So like now you have more in the gates. Now it's just insane on the amount of crazy stuff that you can do with Yang Zings. So this is pretty awesome. So if you guys and you remember, you guys will have 1 scale left in your pendulum scale. So that's pretty much it for the combo, guys. This combo is really short, guys. This is the basic Ultimaya combo. So basically, if you don't have a Chu in hand, this is gonna be your ending board. A Yang Zing monster. In this example, I use Swanee. So you have 2 9 branches, 9 pillars of the Yang Zings face down, which is actually very powerful. This is actually unbreakable board that your opponent is gonna have a hard time dealing with because you have 9 pillars to actually stop everything. You have a negation with spell, monsters, and negation to anything, which is pretty awesome. So this is pretty much for the combo video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys slap the thumbs up button. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any comments or suggestions or changes to the deck or any cool combo ideas, make sure you guys leave it in the comment section below. And make sure you guys give this video 500+ likes for more crazy Yang Zing combos. This is Sam from Team Samurai Sam signing out. Alright guys, peace.